This is the 2004 relative velocity question. With a dog sneezing in the background, a bird flies with a uniform speed of 22 meters a second. It wishes to fly to its nest, which is 250 meters due north, when there's a wind blowing from the southeast at 18 meters per second. Find the direction in which the bird must fly to reach its nest. So let's say this is where the bird is, and he needs to get to here 250 meters away. If this was a golf hole, it would be a long par 3. If the wind was blowing off the southeast, it's coming in from this direction, up in this direction. So if you're standing on the tee and the wind is off the right, you're going to need to hit it out to the right to try and get it to come back to the hole. So the bird's going to need to fly in this direction, and the wind will be coming off the southeast to both points. These lines could be parallel here. The wind is coming off the southeast, so we can create a triangle. We know the bird can fly at a uniform speed of 22, which we can put in there, and the wind is coming with a speed of 18, which we can put in there. And we also know when something's coming from the southeast, it creates an angle of 45 degrees coming into the origin. So we can imagine that the point B is the origin, or the point A here to be a 45 degree angle, or a 135, depending on which way you look at it in here. So we're looking for this angle here, the angle the bird needs to fly at. We'll call it the angle A. So 18 over the sine of A, or the sine of A over 18. 18 over the sine of A is equal to 22 over the sine of 45. So 18 sine 45 is equal to 22 sine A. So divide by the 22. So to get the inverse sine of this, the inverse sine of 18 sine 45 over 22 gives A. So A is equal to 35.35 degrees, and to the nearest degree, 35.35, so 35 degrees for A. Part B, we want the time taken, so we need the relative speed, which is along here, of A relative to B. So if we just do another little triangle, we have some angles now. We have a 35, a 45, a 100. Is that 80? Yeah, 100. So the relative speed along here, and we have a 22 along here and an 18 along here, so we can use either one of these. I'll use the 22, so V over the sine 100 is equal to 22 over sine 45. This will give me the relative speed. So we know the distance is 250, so 22 by the sine of 100 is equal to V sine 45. So divide by the sine 45 to get the relative speed. So the relative speed, 30.64, I'll leave it at 30.64. And there's a bird traveling in meters per second. So we want to get time on your distance, speed, time triangle. Time is distance over speed. So the distance is the 250. The relative speed is 30.64. 250 divided by 30.64 is going to be 8 and a bit. 8.16 seconds for the bird to get to its nest before it starts lashing rain.